How safe are they and what is being done to prevent problems? Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino dug through highway grades and also talked to experts to get some answers.
What happened in Pennsylvania was terrifying and eye-opening.
A bridge collapse in Pennsylvania late last week is highlighting the need for infrastructure upgrades all over the country. Much of our country's transportation system is old, and that's certainly true in Connecticut. But are our roadways, especially our bridges, safe?
In Connecticut, although we have many old bridges, we are doing better than the national average.
Roughly 5.3% of Connecticut's bridges are poor, lower than the national average of 7%. But one of Connecticut's problems is that some of our biggest, most traveled bridges, including the Founders and Charter Oak bridges, are rated poor. 7.4% of road miles covered by bridges in our state are on bridges that are rated poor. That's above the national average.
If the whole thing was in rough shape and was about to fall down, it would be shut down.
A poor rating doesn't mean a bridge will fall down. It just means that a part of the bridge needs repairs and upgrades. Experts say Connecticut has improved its efforts to maintain bridges.
I think we've got a great system of maintenance going.
An influx of federal dollars helps. Connecticut will see $561 million in additional money just for bridges over the next 5 years, thanks to the infrastructure bill. But lawmakers from both parties agree that long-term planning is needed. More than 60% of our bridges are at least 50 years old, a typical life expectancy. And 2 out of every 3 bridges in Connecticut is in fair condition.
If the federal government is going to step up and spend a historic amount on infrastructure investments, that doesn't mean that the state can step back. In fact, we have to meet them where they are.
I've always been very frustrated with the way we budget things. It's year to year. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. We don't plan out for 5 years what we want this to look like.
Experts say it often takes a catastrophe to spark action on infrastructure. Connecticut created its Special Transportation Fund after the Myannis Bridge collapse in 1983. Collapses in Minnesota and Florida also resulted in changes.
We are humans with very small attention span.
And that was Mike Savino reporting. Both lawmakers he spoke to said we need to keep in mind how people will travel in the future, including those using public transportation or walking. We also need to see how many companies will embrace work from home after the pandemic.